Conservative Party Leader Pierre Poilievre is speaking to the media in Vancouver. We'll listen in live.
Offenders to commit one offense after another and be released onto the streets without consequences. Here in Vancouver, the same 40 offenders were arrested 6,000 times. 6,000 arrests for 40 offenders. That's 150 arrests per offender per year. No wonder crime is rocketing after 8 years of Justin Trudeau. The good news is that Canada was not like this before Trudeau, and it won't be like this after he's gone. We're going to turn the hurt that he and the NDP have caused into the hope that Canadians need. And we know how to do it. We know the common sense solutions to all of these problems. We're going to bring home lower prices by axing the Liberal carbon tax and by ending the inflationary deficits that have driven inflation to record highs. By capping spending and balancing the budget, we can bring down inflation, which will allow the Bank of Canada to reduce interest rates on struggling mortgage holders. And as for the carbon tax, we know that British Columbia has its own tax, but Trudeau and the federal NDP are forcing British Columbians to raise that tax by 300% over the next 6.5 years. A Poilievre government will cancel those tax hikes and make it possible for prices to come down. We're going to bring home powerful paychecks by cutting income taxes so that hard work once again pays off. And we're going to make it possible for our brilliant immigrants to work in their chosen and trained professions. Right now, our immigrants come here and they're banned from working as doctors, nurses, engineers, because there's no way for them to prove their qualifications quickly or efficiently. A Poilievre government will bring the provinces together to push a blue seal professional standard so that our immigrants can take a test, prove they're qualified, and get to work serving as doctors and nurses. We have 19,000 immigrant doctors, 32,000 immigrant nurses prevented from working. If they could take a Blue Seal exam, they could get to work and relieve the congestion in our hospitals. We're going to bring homes people can afford. We know why housing prices are rising. We don't have enough homes. Vancouver is now the third most expensive housing market in the world, worse than New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, London, England, and even Singapore. Why? Well, we have the fewest houses per capita on planet Earth. Why is that? Well, according to the CMHC, in a report that just came out yesterday, Vancouver and Toronto are the slowest to deliver building permits. Slow permits mean higher prices, and higher prices mean Canadians can't afford to put roof overhead. A Poilievre-led government will incentivize our cities to speed up and lower the cost of building permits and free up land so builders can build. I'll require Vancouver, Toronto, and all other big cities boost home building permits by 15% per year, or they'll lose federal grants. Those that beat that 15% target will get a building bonus, and will require every federally funded transit station have high-density apartments built all around and sometimes even on top of the stations, so our youth and our seniors don't even need to have a car. They can live right next to the bus and train. We know how these construction projects can move ahead because the Squamish people have shown the way. Here in Vancouver, the Squamish have their own reserve land. They don't have to follow the bureaucracy at City Hall. And so the Squamish are building 6,000 units of housing on 10 acres of land. 6,000 deserving families will have a home. Why? Because the gatekeepers were out of the way. And the Squamish. We've
been listening to Conservative Party Leader Pierre Poilievre making an announcement in Vancouver this hour, talking about the housing situation as well as the healthcare worker shortage in Canada and how he plans to address these issues.